Let's look at Venus in Virgo. Over here, conjunct the moon. And again, we're talking about under 7 degrees apart. So this is what I would consider kind of a wide conjunction. Okay, it's not particularly strong, but for Alysa Liu, she has Venus in Virgo. Venus is the planet of values. A lot of people think of her as the love planet, but she's also the love and money planet. She does both. She's our values. What's important to us. Okay? Now this is where things are really going to start to get interesting when it comes to her skating, because we have Venus in Virgo. Venus in Virgo, like the moon in Virgo, can be quite challenging because there is a perfectionist streak with Virgo that can sometimes come out with Venus in Virgo. Okay? And it's because the Venus in Virgo person, what they value are things that are potentially perfect for them. In other words, they're not really prepared to compromise on what they want. It's like, this is exactly how I want it. Now, when you're talking about relationships, it is very, very hard to be able to say, this person meets my needs perfectly. And so when we're dealing with Venus in Virgo, we also are dealing with someone whose self-esteem might also not be the greatest, because Virgo is always looking for the problems. Virgo is probably the most critical sign of the zodiac. And as such, when a Virgo Venus person is looking at themselves, they likely don't see the beauty first. They likely see the flaws first. And so hopefully, and it seemed like it, but hopefully Alysa has figured out that it's so important for her to appreciate who she is with all her flaws, and that her ability to shine is far greater than any of the flaws that she keeps within. And again, Virgo is a Mercury ruled sign, and so these are things that can get in your head. Okay, Venus in Virgo is a very cerebral Venus, and so the challenge here is trying to look at life not as what's wrong with this picture, but being able to appreciate the idea of I am a work in progress. Okay, that every person is a work in progress, but the Venus in Virgo person may feel it more keenly than others. I will also say, though, that Venus is the planet of beauty and grace. And certainly, if you've seen Alysa Liu skate, she's incredible. This perfectionist Venus in Virgo, this perfectionist streak that we have, probably really helps when it comes to her skating, because she wants to get it perfect. She wants to get it exactly right, as only Virgo can do. Okay. Now again, it's connected to the moon. So this is someone who's going to be very comfortable when they do everything right. It also means that she could tend to be more uncomfortable when she doesn't do something exactly right. Good enough is probably not something that is in Alysa Liu's vocabulary quite often. She probably works very hard to make sure that everything she does is perfect.